make sure that I thumbs up, and it's important more than any other words. But I had to Google.
Exactly the way my kids
I wanted
talk
to make.
ribs. We're head and shoulders above the rest.
There's this hat. You might be wondering, hey, where's that meat hat from? You know,
we're gonna cleaned with a bean. Yeah. That's why. Is it? Am I?
Me, big corpse.
Oh,
wow.
So,
beans.
Famous bean farm.
Monday.
Do that now.
And now I want to plug beans. Favorite part of our entire trip last year. Ready for the line?
Yep. And if I have a bad bean, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
You'll be the first to know, Stevie. Hated that like
shooter.
I'm okay with that.
That's another word for a slingshot. Yeah.
Yeah, and he said.
That's a good bean.
I'll take them. I made them from a tablecloth.
Making Instagram videos. You know about that.
Oh, yeah, I sure do.
Did you put that on your Insta yet?
I have not.
Why they have to remove spleens?
Yeah.
Because you get beamed in this.
I wanted more. And this trip out to Gary.
Think about how much I like this stuff.
I was thinking it as I was saying.
I could own a fabric shop.
Could be sponsored.
It was just that meal, and I don't know how I ate so much and still walked out. But
beans, but they're all good beans.
Yeah.
I think he just died.
Yeah,
That was him.
we killed him.
Carpet store.
yeah, I think I'm just pulling from memory at this
It
point.
was built at the same time as the house in front of it where he was tapping the maple trees.
19. Oh, it's a bean man.
Yeah.
The bean man has got to go deep. I got to tell you right now. Rendezvous beans.
Yeah, we got
Like Joanne's?
For the town and the
it
country.
was like Joanne's, but it was
I like it.
Did the kids at St. Jude. And
Yes.
speaking of, we have that footage. But before we move on to beans, if you will.
All right. If you're staying in here, you got to live under the under. I'd come out smelling like this spleen, and then they got to remove the spleen
You know what I mean?
to get to the bean.
Oh, I thought it was
bonked.
No, it's beaned because all the original.
the phone, and this is a clip from that. Let's listen in. Dark jeans. I just this was.
I haven't done it since.
And
Oh, there it is again.
Hat,
What's that in my pocket?
and so good.
But
But-
that's not what I heard.
I missed what she said.
Memphis. Fear of the barn.
I went in there with a pocket knife and I scratched it off.
Right, because
Farmhouse where I remember growing up as a kid and hating to go up there because
Turned a couple of rooms in that barn, and then they smoke them, right?
yeah.
But then they fry them to finish.
Link missed that.
Rascal Flatted is
Yeah,
how
we
you
did.
I believe you
so,
say it.
So flat.
And most importantly, we
The
visited
wings in hot sauce overnight.
and the telemarketer eventually hung up. So then he kept saying Mimi Big Boy in place of
Do not.
Worked up about cats or
just pump
lives. We want to encourage you to get your own by going to This Shirt Saves Lives.
to Central Barbecue.
Do you really think your friends need another baby picture in their feed?
This is from Central Barbecue, which spoiler alert if you haven't watched
Acronym
it.
Joe.
now.
What?
Just saying the acronym.
At mythical.store, walk into a carpet store and it like
It says like 1905 from when they
That's crazy.
were put in the barn.
And then I
I
went.
mean, like my parents have
Like there's little strings of pork in it.
You can easily click that blue button next to this video to donate to St. Jude's Thanksgiving campaign carpet, and I prefer not to eat carpet, so no.
Rudy owned it, and I was.
If I recall.
Yeah.
I got everything correct,
Do that now, you know? I wish I had a barn.
but from what I could tell, because in internet age, we are all very old, we got to taste some barbecue.
So much.
Between the All right, we're gonna move on from that.
Link-
It's on just like the rest of us, only when they have to leave the house. A saunter.
All the ribs were great. It's just the
B-A-T, keep on.
BYNB.
Would you like to dink it?
And that will be elderberry juice.
That's how you ask someone if they want to dink.
Climb all of it as a child.
Yeah. There's nothing like a fabric store, man. The pork was.
I would have bet.
So.
Ooh, look
Yes.
at this. It's a bulbous.
A photo from that meal. This doesn't even include like the pictures of beer and like then he
They're putting them in the
Pushing
barn.
them out to the barn.
said, "What are you doing? Please go watch it because
Yeah.
I'm about to spoil it."
Right, yeah.
Central Barbecue 1 and out into the country because a lot of other words, and then it caught on and became a thing. And this was like last year. Thank
If I,
you so much.
if I ever have a bad bean.
When it hit.
I make my own beans. I once made a pot of beans on Instagram. It was a hit.
And he had like carpet rolls in there, and I absolutely know what you're talking about.
A fabric shop?
He had a.
I thought you missed the episode.
Oh, I missed it. Taste.
You don't like it?
It has an aftertaste of, you know, I wouldn't call that a cabin.
Lives.org and pledged $20 for the older children.
They had too many children and they couldn't all fit inside the main house, and so they started.
Your right elbow.
He answered the phone from a telemarketer and just kept repeating Mimi Big Boy in place of mythical swag. Please go to mythical.store and get it over this weekend through Cyber. And I'm sure I'm going to be corrected in the comment section, and that's not saying much, but ooh.
I like this.
My ex. Right now, I know what the best beans are.
But don't.
For this weekend. So if you want some.
Oh man, I love it. I have a special relationship. It had everything hitting on all bean cylinders in a way that connected with my beans.
I do agree with that there.
By the way, I want you to bury me with beans. The beans. The beans are.
We only had Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen tapes. And
Yes.
Boom.
And a reminder that the rib taste test up. All right. Well, thank you guys for liking.
We're at 382 Pine.
He has the nerve to make a phone call.
The game of baseball was played with beans.
Right. They were very small.
Today. All the ribs were incredible. You know, I don't know how well we communicate.
And let's take a look.
You think we could get some beans? Mixed in, like he put some, but you could tell the other ones were cooked.
Literally would have bet you $78 that I wouldn't have liked this.
That's not what I heard yet.
Being made.
The first 10 years, it was all beans, and it was like, we can't even see this thing.
Right, so
they,
small.
they upgraded to lima beans.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Speaking of merch,
you
commenting and subscribing.
Back,
We
of course.
ate rid on the comments, and there's a comment.
Moment in his friend's life.
Brett and Link.
You want to be a model for the barbecue
I
restaurant?
want to be a meat model. From that with 428,000.
Go in there, and they just had reams and reams, literally.
Nice. That was my personal
Great uncle.
little
We got-
actions. Other life-threatening disease. Little couchy.
Can you not tell where the couch ends and I begin?
Well, we really encourage you to donate along with us and the rest of the down in Memphis. He brought all that banana pudding. My God,
gosh.
It was so good.
He put a
Self-centered guy. Now isn't that better?
hurting on.
With the pork in there, and the way it distributed the pork fat, and then the sweetness.
Do you have something like that?
You just keep him on hand. Like if he just starts getting
Great right now for your pants. They did notice it.
Mimi Big Corpse.
Anyway,
Something I'll also.
Greg from Central Barbecue just hit me up for these merch photos.
I see that.
You did this
Outside of
without.
one
We
of
were not
the-
invited to this.
A saunter to the couch. Nice pants, Link.
Thank you. I'm a fabric shop in.
So yeah, don't tell you enough.
Thanks.
I'm telling you right now, I love them.
These are the type of
The
pants.
two didn't, but I would.
Coming part of the couch.
You look
Can you
up-
too? Which are like award-winning wings. How,
It's
he
like a
said that they
smoked
smoke
wing.
the wing.
They smoke the
No,
wings and then they deep fry
marinate
them.
the shelf, and they like
Anger.
fabric for whom?
It was called Town and Country Fabrics, I believe.
Just for. These beans are better than the last beans I had. This is the best beans I've had. Can a man have too many beans? Actually, based on.
That
Yeah.
was him, and I wanted.
Didn't even give him a line.
I wanted to.
Getting that.
The rendezvous little pot.
Welcome to Let's Talk. I will do
Yes,
that.
Now,
So you can
he
go to
told
my
us a
Instagram
story
and
about
see
this
it.
barn. This barn. Are you like in your own bean world or something?
It's a lot of work into his bean brain.
I was like to go there.
Yes.
You know, to take the tour to
You can
so
see
much.
Mythical Beast, and it's a very I can tell that, but it does appear as if you've dressed for the couch today. And
Hit your palate. It seemed like it just kind of like
I don't know what it is.
it was like an anesthetic or other roof.
And so they thought
Horse roof.
it would be nice to the children to put when.
facing the barn.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
couch appreciates it. Do you know what Mimi Big?
You know. You don't like my dark jeans?
I love your.
7 miles an hour was the record. You could
Several
throw
people
one
were
bean.
killed because a bean going that fast will go right.
Correct. And it reminded me of a time when Jack was in one of our music videos.
Something about legumes.
We need to think about that.
Like
Smells like carpet.
I like rose water.
Carpet? Kids, you got to be grateful.
I wish you could.
And to promote different things, but I just wanted to point out that we have a sale. Gary's Farm was the farthest I have ever been.
How could you be so disengaged while precious memories are being
Just saying that.
Was super gracious, and he gave our whole crew.
Her parents have a mountain.
My parents stay on a mountain. To show a photo of myself. Craig.
What happened last night? Yes.
It's a mom and pop shop.
Giant
It's a wooden
cabin.
house.
And then he owns.
And if you'll look just to the left of Rose Lemonade.
And it is 100%.
Did they fry them to finish them?
Something tastes or smells bad. For some reason, to me, like oftentimes it smells like if you walk. All right, well that's all I got this week. You go down. There's a road and it's marked dead end, but then you go down for like.
Oh my! There we go.
That Jack was in
Mimi
it.
Big Boy was in it.
Well, I scrolled.
Oh yeah.
So on today's episode, he's won like best wings in Memphis for however many years. Diseases at no cost to the family.
I think.
And when you get hit with a baseball, in baseball, it's getting beamed with the baseball.
And Craig, the owner.
There's a window in that barn. Well, what they did was they turned.
Really, really good.
Dink it. Would you like to dink it?
And I felt like they were
An amazing meal. And this is like
Wooden mansion.
3,000 acres of land.
right.
Whoa.
How did that? Talk about it. Tell them about it,
No.
Rhett.
So
Talk about the beans. Sink it.
Wow.
Is it
very
aromatic?
floral? I like floral taste. 2018 bean off is.
I didn't know that was happening.
Yep.
Of fabric.
Yeah.
And I would just, I would.
We are we took photos. We had a little photo shoot.
I'd be buried with these beans. I mean, I still like them. Okay, so the official winner of the Great 20. Is your Uncle Joanne?
No, Rudy. Uncle Rudy. Gary came in there. He's like, "What are you doing?"
Sanding it down, Gary.
Internet offers.
Yeah,
This is how you have to explain memes to old people. The way that you just did. Get one of those.
You go to meathat.org.
No, do not.
Community
Beans.
college, just shoot him in the mouth with beans.
Things.
Yes.
Absolutely. And it was awesome. It was a month to St. Jude.
At your house.
A bean shooter, I think.
Huge.
Pretty awesome.
It's so huge. And this was the barn to that farmhouse.
Right.
Was where
Is that a meme?
it's because
Sanding it down.
Jude is pioneering research and treatments for kids with cancer and up a mountain. Like we in Virginia, to know if other people since then had like gone back and watched the video to notice. Good. Check.
I see that.
See if we can get some context.
Please hurry.
Meet the kids, meet the parents, to meet all the people involved, and
The rendezvous beans. Head and shoulders above the rest of the beans.
This, but in person it was so much taller.
Yeah. You had to be there, really.
Of nice shirts, boys.
oh yeah, check it out.
Thank
This
you.
shirt saves lives.
Until next
I didn't.
Not do that.
ever and ever and
Yeah.
ever
Yeah.
before you get to his actual
When was the last time you went to
ribs. We went to Graceland. We mastered ducks. We ran.
Oh, I miss it.
After, you missed the barbecue.
Okay.
Yeah.
We just have a bean.
Windows in, and then the boys who were in the barn built a.
Talk about that. The show about the show. I'm Stevie and Mimi Big Boy. This week's guest put their pants. No, like there's an old, but it happened. And then when we
That's the power that the.
different places and between the ribs we were tasting, you got a little.
Carved their names on it and the date. Places. Yeah.
Videos back in 2013.
Put the phone away.
He chose
Get off.
to live, which
1903.
After we crowned him a barbecue, I will king in person. I don't think that was the title we
Nope.
gave, but he
And a little bit of spiciness on top.
bottle Belvoir
Oh,
Fruit
fancy.
Farms elderflower.
a bean taste test in there. The old farmhouse.
Shirt saves lives, so other people know how they can donate to save lives and get a cool T-shirt in the process.
No. This
here's
was
a
just
barn.
Jacob and I, for the most part. families. So we
Right through your skull.
Or any
Okay.
part of your body. Like, it'll hit you could get
to
plenty more.
Memphis. Oh, what happens after the spleen?
Yeah, well, you can get bean in a lot of places. And it was a little bit better.
But the
then they were
pitchers
like,
could throw them
We really need an actual ball.
111 that are just fishing for a compliment.
Fishing.
They kind
Why
of-
does he?
Well,
It
he
was
makes they make wings.
It's
Stevie Levine, professional meat model.
we tried to fit on as many clothes as we can.
Into room.
Hey, this week, guys, we went to Memphis.
Yes, we did.
Woo! But we're back.
We're
We've
back.
been-
Test. Of course, please welcome. Do you believe?
Central barbecue rib. Oh, yeah.
Oh god.
Big boy is. We went to a meme. Our friend Jack's Films.
I didn't have a bad bean while in.
Gary from Rascal Flatts, his farm. We realized we had the pixel on us.
It's a very worthy cause.
Yes, make sure to tag us, St. Jude, and use the hashtag this will have a string attached to them.
The couch to pants is.
We're very glad to be partnered with him.
Yes.
While we were there, I mentioned that.
That's a little presumptuous.
I don't know. There's 1% juice in it.
Let's move on to beverages.
Yes.
Beverages before beans, you know what I mean? Touch meat.
A local,
good-
and he's a barbecue place. But he was so nice because, as I mentioned, we did a little bean taste.
Yeah, all those beans were really, really good. But I got
My
It hurting.
face is trying to convey, like, can you dang it? But everyone is fine, and we're moving on.
relationship with beans.
Oh, you do.
I seek them out. Also,
Casey joined. There's some Ben, but really, I just wanted.
that's a good bean. What's happening right now is rendezvous.
Basically, he
Hi. Yay! Oh, one more time! Yay! Oh, let it go! Yay! Oh. Oh, wow!